Hello, Year Threes. We're going to read the first part of Chapter 12 today of The Train to Impossible Places, A Tale of Two Towers. Anger boiled in Susie's chest like acid. "You lied to me," she said. "You told me you were a prince." "It wasn't a lie," protested Frederick. "It was a cover story. That's different." "How much of it was true?" she demanded. "Some of it." Frederick's embarrassment was audible. "Crepuscular really did put this curse on me. And you were right. I did say the fate of the impossible places might be at stake. I wasn't lying about that." The chief cleared his spectral throat and tried to bat away a passing fish, which swam straight through his hand unperturbed. "The lads and I are a little confused," he said, looking decidedly uncomfortable. "If your friend here isn't a prince, who exactly is he?" "He isn't my friend," she said, "and I've no idea who he is. He claims his name's Frederick." "It is," said Frederick. "That bit's true as well." "Then why did you lie about everything else?" said Susie. "Because some information is dangerous," he said in a plaintive voice, "and the less of it you know, the safer you'll be." Susie glared at him. "I'm already in danger, thanks to you," she said. "I saved you, and you're going to tell me what's going on." "You haven't really saved me yet, though, have you?" said Frederick. "I'm still stuck in this ridiculous snow globe. And as if that wasn't bad enough, I'm also stuck in this diving suit with you breathing on me." "I'm sorry. Would you like me to stop breathing?" "You're fogging my glass. Plus, I can see right up your nose." "Perhaps you'd prefer the view from Crepuscular's mantelpiece," Susie said, and immediately regretted it. She would never dream of handing anyone over to somebody like Crepuscular, but her anger had made her mean. She was about to tell Frederick as much, but he spoke first. "You're right," he said in a humble little whisper. "I'm sorry. I'll tell you everything." "Good," she said, although she didn't feel good about it at all. The ghost huddled closer, not wanting to miss a word. "I'm not a prince," said Frederick, "but I really am a Fenlander. And I'll be a hero too if I can ever break this curse and get back to my proper form. You see, there really is a plot, and I'm the only one who can stop it." "Why you?" said Susie. "Because I'm the only one who knows about it, of course," he replied. "Why do you think Crepuscular wants to get her hands on me so badly?" "Hang on," said Susie, narrowing her eyes at him. "How can there be a plot to steal the throne when there isn't even a throne to steal?" "Because it's not a plot to rule the Western Fenlands," he said. "It's a plot to rule the impossible places. Every single one of them. To overthrow their rightful leaders and form a huge dictatorship." Nobody spoke for a moment, and the words weighed heavily on Susie. Could she believe them? She didn't want to, but the memory of Crepuscular's shadow crawling towards her like a living thing reared up in her mind, and she pictured it sweeping out from the tower like an oil slick, enveloping everything in its path. The idea seemed horribly plausible. Worse, it made her feel very small and vulnerable, like a mouse that feels the shadow of a circling hawk sweep across it. Crepuscular was out there somewhere right now, hunting for them. She didn't want to think about what would happen if the sorceress ever caught them. "So, Crepuscular wants to conquer the Union," said Susie, trying to wriggle out from under the feeling. "All right, I can believe that. But how did you find out about it?" Frederick hesitated. "Because I'm a genius," he said. The ghosts all made appreciative noises, but Susie snorted. "Is that a fact?" "Hey," he protested, "just because I grew up on a farm doesn't mean I can't be clever. You don't know what it was like stuck out there in the middle of the marshlands. No brothers or sisters, no neighbors, no friends, no school, no money, no prospects, only cows. And my parents who thought I was just taking up space." "Poor lad," said the chief. The rest of the crew nodded sadly, and the wreck grew darker as their ghostly luminescence dimmed a little in sympathy. "Oh." Susie hadn't been expecting such a frank confession, and it made her feel awkward. "I'm sorry. It does sound awful." "Life was," he sighed, "difficult. But it meant that if I wanted something, I had to do it for myself. I taught myself to read before I was 5 years old, and I'd mapped every star in the night sky by the age of 6. Not to boast, but I'm quite a prodigy." "And how old are you now?" said Susie. 10, he said, "almost 11, and that's human years, not troll ones before you ask. But how can a 10-year-old uncover a secret plot by the most dangerous woman in the Union, said Susie. I'm 11 and I still can't find a matching pair of socks most mornings. I just talked to the right people, said Frederick. I put all the evidence together, but before I could use it, Crepuscular's curse got me, and here I am. His voice trailed off. But you can still talk, said Susie, hoping to brighten his mood a little. That means you can still report what you found, doesn't it? But it'll be my word against hers. That's not enough, he said. I've got loads of evidence, but I was holding it for when the curse hit me. I was holding it when the curse hit me, so it's stuck in here with me. It's part of the snow globe now. Then we need to break the curse somehow, she said. Change you and the evidence back to normal. Yes, but how? Susie shrugged. The trolls can do magic. Maybe they can help. To her annoyance, Frederick laughed. Troll magic? It's fine for machines, but not for people. Then what do you suggest? She said, feeling the edges of her patience beginning to fray. May I take a look? Said the chief. She nodded, and he leaned forward, putting his face through the skin of the helmet. She couldn't help recoiling as his glowing blue features appeared inside the helmet, barely a centimetre or two from her own face. Sorry, he whispered, with an apologetic smile. This will only take a second. He scrutinized Frederick's snow globe, and his brow furrowed. Presently he withdrew his face and floated back to rejoin the others. I'm afraid the boy's right, he said. That's some quality spellcraft at work there. Very powerful stuff. Told you so, muttered Frederick. So how do we undo it? Said Susie. With an equally powerful counterspell, of course, said the chief. And there's only one place I know of that can match the magic of the obsidian tower. Oh, no, said Frederick. Don't say it. Say what? Asked Susie. The chief drew himself up. The ivory tower, he said, in a sombre tone. Year threes, we'll stop there for today, and I'll see you back tomorrow for the second part of Chapter 12. Bye.